Hi ladies, today I'm going to be showing you how to do some flowers on this nail right here. The acrylic that I'm using is my Normal White by C&D, and then I'm also using these acrylics right here, my colored ones that I've gotten off of Amazon, that I use them a lot. The size brush that I'm going to be using is a number 2. And what I'm going to be doing is picking up a two-tone bead. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pick up a ball of the white, like this, and then I'm going to dip it into my pink. And it looks like this. Then place it onto the nail. Just like that. And I'm going to let it sit there for a minute. I'm going to drain a lot of the liquid out of my brush, and I'm going to push in this bead and scoot it out, making it wider. And then with my brush, I'm just going to push out the bead, just like that. Now you want the petals to be textured, so I'm keeping my brush on the edge and pushing out with it, just like that. Okay, then I'm going to pick up another bead. Same way, I'm going to dip into my white first, pull up a ball, and then I'm going to just dip into this pink, like that, so it's a two-tone bead, and then I'm going to place it on the nail. And then I'm going to flatten out my brush, drain some of the liquid out of it, and again I'm going to push this bead into a C shape. Then using the side of my brush, not the belly of it, get some more of that liquid out, I'm going to start pressing this flower out. Now remember, you don't want the edges to be, completely round and smooth. You want to have texture. Again, I'm going to pick up another bead, grabbing the white first, then dipping quicker into the pink, and then placing the bead. I'm going to add just a little bit more white to this one. There we go. And again, I'm flattening my brush, coming in from the opposite way this time. I'm going to cut into that bead and spread it apart like this. And then taking the side of my brush, start manipulating that petal out, just like that. Now we're going to start working to the inside. And we're going to do the same thing. Just pick up the white, and then pick up the pink, and I'm going to place it right there. And what it is in between those two petals. And the key to doing a pretty rose is, like I said, don't make it perfectly round on the petals. You don't want it to be perfect, because then it's not going to have any, texture. Again, I'm going to cut into this bead and wiggle my brush back and forth. It turns it into a little C. Flatten my brush out. Take it on the side again. And press this bead. Just like that. Pick up another bead. Quickly dip into the pink. Stick it right there. Flatten out our brush. I'm going to have to change the way I'm holding it now. Go into the center, make it a little C. Do the same thing, press it out. Just like that. Then we're going to do one more for this layer. Another two-tone bead, white, and then the pink. Place the bead. Flatten out your brush. Cut into the bead. Go back and forth to make it a little C. Then again, using the side of your brush, not the belly. Press it out. Like so. And then for the center of this flower, we're going to again grab a two-tone bead. White and into the pink. I'm going to place that right in the center. Now instead of making your brush flat, you're going to bring it back into a point. And you're going to press into this bead. You're kind of making a little bit of a well. Just like that. Alright, now we're going to make some leaves. And we're also going to be doing the two-tone beads again. Except this time I've got the green out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up out of the green first, because we want green to be our main color. And then we're going to dip lightly into the white. Okay, and I'm going to place my first leaf right there. And see, by dipping into the green first, it makes the green the main color. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten out my brush, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down the center of this leaf, just like that. Bring the ends together like that. And then keep my brush flat, and we're going to press out this leaf, making it bigger at the base. Trying to stay in frame for y'all the best I can. There we go. There's one leaf. I'm going to stick another one over here. So again, we're going to grab a two-tone bead. Green, because I want it to be our main color. Then we dip into the white. Place the bead. Flatten out your brush. I'm going to give this one a little bit of a pat. Okay. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag through it. Then press the ends together like that. So we've got kind of like a teardrop shape. Then you want to really flatten your brush out. And I'm going to press like this, and you see how it's putting those little lines in there? Makes the leaf look more realistic. Then I'm going to drag through the center again. Just like that. And I think, just for good measure, we might do a little bit of a stem. You can see where those two don't quite meet up, the leaf and the bud. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit of green. I'm going to place it right there. And what I'm doing is I'm actually creating a little vein in this leaf. You know how they have the thick part that comes down the center? I'm just picking up a little bitty bead and I'm laying it on there. And I'm flattening out my brush. And just kind of dragging it down a little bit. Go, give that leaf a little bit more texture. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to pick up a bead. That's too big, but don't waste it. Put a little bit of it down and then come back into it. Doing the same thing on this side. Really dry off your brush. There we go. And that's my version of a rose with the leaves. I hope this was useful, and as always, thanks for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.